Willie D. Live.
What's up, family? The district attorney in Ocean Springs, Jackson County, Mississippi, wanted Nolan Wells' cell phone. Well, now Nolan's family has essentially said, fine, you can have it. Let's examine it. And just like that, the pressure may have shifted from Nolan's family straight back to the DA. And I love it, man. I ain't got no problem with that, and here's why, family. For weeks, the phone dispute created the impression that Nolan's family was somehow preventing investigators from getting access to potentially important evidence. But the family's attorneys have maintained that they weren't refusing to have the phone examined. That's the DA right there, family. Yeah, that's her. McIlrath. Yeah. That's her name, McIlrath. The disagreement was over how the forensic examination would be conducted, who would participate, and how the evidence would be handled. Now, the family has reportedly agreed to a joint forensic examination and proposed a window between August 18th and August 21st to get it done. So what's the problem now? If the DA wanted the phone examined, examine the damn phone. If there's something wrong with the family's proposed protocol, explain what it is and propose an alternative. It's as simple as that, family. It don't take a rocket scientist to schedule an appointment. See, you can't keep allowing the narrative to be that Nolan's family won't cooperate if they're saying, pick a date and let's do this, because that's what they've been saying all along. You can't expect that family to just hand over their phone to Mississippi officials, crooked ass Mississippi officials. No, we don't trust you, and for good reason. You're untrustworthy. You're crooks, you're thieves, you're liars, you're agreement breakers. You have a long, sordid history of it. And the trip part about it is you're proud of it. You know how I know you're proud of it? Because you won't do anything to change it, and you joke about it. You joke about it in private. And that's why this could backfire badly on the DA, because once you publicly put pressure on somebody to produce evidence, you better be ready when they say yes. Now, everybody is watching to see what the DA does next. And personally, I want the phone examined immediately. That's right. I want it examined immediately. Not because I expected to prove somebody committed a crime. I don't know what happened to Nolan, but that phone could potentially contain communications timestamps, photographs, videos, location information, and other digital evidence that could help investigators test the timeline we've been hearing about. Everybody has been telling us what happened to Nolan. Nolan's friends have their version. The family has questions. Lawyers have been talking. The DA has been talking. People online have definitely been talking. Content creators have been talking. Now, let the evidence talk. Yeah, let the evidence talk. And whatever it says, follow it. Because there's another reason this matters. We're being told this investigation could potentially reach a grand jury within roughly the next month, okay? Which I still think is just absurd, because this should have already reached a grand jury. The autopsy is done. The toxicology report is done. What the hell are they waiting on? Are we seriously going to get anywhere near a grand jury presentation without resolving the dispute over Nolan's phone? That would be ridiculous. Get qualified forensic experts in the room. document the chain of custody, make the appropriate forensic extraction, preserve the evidence, and find out what is actually on that phone. That's what we need. That's what we're waiting on. The family has now put it in the position of the DA. They put their position on the table. So the question isn't simply, why won't Nolan's family give up the phone? The question has changed. Now it's, DA, you said you wanted the phone examined. Nolan's family says they're ready. What are you going to do? What you going to do now? What you going to do when the rock comes for you? If they agree on protocol and the DA moves forward, great. But if this turns into another delay, another argument, or another excuse, people are going to have even more questions. The DA wanted the phone. The family just said yes to a joint forensic examination. Now it's the DA's move. It's as simple as that. It's the DA's move. It's no longer the family. It's no longer on the family. This is on the DA now. I don't trust the DA. I don't trust the sheriff. I don't trust the medical examiner. I don't trust anybody in Mississippi who is connected to this case in an authoritative position, because all of them are interconnected. And I believe they're all working together to circumvent justice. I do not believe they are interested in justice. I believe they're more interested in the cover-up. They're more interested in people running away from this. Yeah. Hey, I could be wrong. Could be wrong. There's an outside chance. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. There's a lot going on behind the scenes that you and I don't know about. So this could be one of those very, very rare cases in Mississippi where they actually pursue justice. But if they do, the only reason why they would is because of the interest in the case. And I'm talking about the great interest in this case. There's a lot of interest in this case. The governor don't want the case to be solved. He don't want to bring anybody to justice. He thinks it's foul play, and he wants this case to just go away. Poof, just get out of my state. We know the sheriff definitely don't want the case to be solved because he said, hey, no foul play. The medical examiner, she totally incompetent, sending a body to be examined for an autopsy with no lungs, a body that allegedly drowned to be examined with no lungs and no throat. Yeah, right. They're playing in our faces, fam. That's what's going on. They're playing in our faces. I don't believe that most people in Mississippi, especially Ocean Springs, Mississippi, because that's where we are right now. Ocean Springs, Mississippi, I don't believe that most of them want to see justice. See, here's what y'all got to understand. See, at some point, injustice is going to knock on your door. And then you're going to have to say, what are you going to do? Like, you're going to have to say, what am I going to do now? It finally happened to me. I know some of y'all so arrogant, y'all think it'll never happen to y'all. These uncivilized mutts who have authority to pursue justice Many of them, they're so used to getting away with everything and doing whatever they want to anybody. Some of them, they don't know how to draw the line. They don't know how to say, yo, I'm only going to do this to the blacks. Eventually, keep waking up. They get around to you. I promise you that. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.